Well, what a one-day special we are launching right now. It is full of amazing projects because this is what it is. It's from Pink Frog Crafts. You are getting pearlized ivory collection. You are getting paper and you are getting cards in different sizes that allow you to create so many different projects. And of course, you will get the instructions on how to make all these card shapes, all those boxes, because they are included with the one-day special. Now, before we get into details exactly how many projects you can do, how many sheets you are getting, let's talk to our Hazel. Hello.
Hi, Paula, you okay?
I'm very well, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Really excited.
It's really exciting, this one-day special.
Yeah.
First of all, I would say jump ahead and check out your baskets, because once it's gone, it's gone. So please, that is on the one-day special. But what I also wanted to say, Hazel, you were so excited about this one-day special. As a crafter of, with a lot of experience, what did excite you so much about it?
Do you know what it is? It's the pearlescent on the cardstock, which you don't lose when you're inking on top of as well. So you can ink and stamp and do quite a lot of your normal inky techniques on it. But to get that beautiful pearlescent shimmer as well is just stunning. It looks beautiful. If you're into card making, there's stuff in here for you, the kit size. You've got your 15 by 30s, you've got your 15 by 42s. If you like making frames, you can do that because that's in the kit as well. If you like making bags and boxes, you can do that as well. And so it's kind of like, if you're new to crafting, this is your bumper starter kit. You're going to get all the card, the paper, and all the instructions to see you through. And we do step by step, so it's quite easy to follow. But then if you're more seasoned, it could just be a top-up kit. And
can I say one thing about the, because when I look at the ivory cards, I kind of thinking sometimes that is going to be a little bit more cream. This is more towards ivory, a true ivory, like it's an off-white.
It's almost got a bit of ice to it, hasn't it? And that shimmer is just beautiful. And like I say, when you put your sprays and your inks on there, you really don't lose it. It's
hard for the camera to pick up all these shades.
I'm rubbish at holding it as well, but it's 260 GSM. There you go.
There it is. There it is. You can see there. I think very perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. You can see that beautiful pearlescent here. Now, shall we go through the sizes? Because I see, for instance, that we have got the A4, which is the paper one, which is 180 GSM, which you are getting 40 sheets of that.
Yeah.
Then we are getting beautiful, of course, the same nature, but of course into cardstock, 260 GSM. We are getting A3. We are getting 12 by 12, we are getting 15 by 30, 15 by 40, and of course, how many we get in of the 15 by 40, for instance?
So
42.
15 by 42, you get 25 sheets.
25, so that could be,
that will take you through your 10 card folds. So you'll get an instruction sheet. Let me get the right one. There we go. So yeah, you'll get a sheet there, and it gives you 10 card folds to follow. So then on top of that, you'll have, that'll take 11 sheets. So you'll have then 16 sheets left to then make different projects with, like your frames and bits and pieces like that. So there's more than enough in the kit to have left over.
So with this cardstock, we can make 36 projects, right?
There's 36 projects there, all made from the kit, and there's card left over.
So 36 different projects, but not only that, because some of them, for instance, may use 1 or 2 sheets, right?
Yeah.
And look at that, some of them are incredibly large projects. It's not just like, oh yeah, 36, 86. No. This is...
That'll be like 3,421.
I mean, we cannot promise him that number, but you can see in here the size of, for instance, this bag. So has been made.
That's 2 sheets of A3, but then we've got a sheet of the 180 GSM paper on the front with the inking onto.
Incredible. We have got also, of course, frames in there, box frames. We have got in different sizes. Imagine that, 36 different projects. Now, the paper is like you were saying, Hazel, not only is perfect for matting and layering, but also for flower making.
These flowers are absolutely beautiful. I have to say a massive thank you to Anita. I think she even had some help from George as well. But the Queen of Flowers, so she made me the Cusadamas and the beautiful roses from our 2.5-inch die, which I know is on the brand shop if you wanted to get hold of that.
So if you wanted to have, well, let's have a look at these beautiful flowers by Anita and George. Look at them. So look. You would think that Anita has bought pearlescent lilac card, pearlescent green card. She has inked them herself.
And it looks stunning. You've still got that beautiful shimmer coming through. You just don't lose it. And I believe that she's used oxides on there, which has got that chalky, and you'd think, oh, that's going to dampen it down, but it doesn't.
If anything, it kind of gives it another texture, another layer texture, but it's still the pearlescent nature coming through. Right, let's talk numbers, because it is a phenomenal one-day special. £24.99. It's like Hazel was saying, maybe you are starting, and this can kick a starter because it has got all the instructions. Maybe look at it, you know, you are getting the projects, you are getting the instructions, you are getting the paper and card to make it. Now, £24.99 is the price, you're saving £15. It is a phenomenal bundle. It works out as 69 pence per project. Now, when you start, you divide it into it. You 69 pence per project, but then you have got the knowledge because you have got the instructions to keep forever. So this is the thing. It is an incredibly one-day special. Look at the luster that you are getting, double-sided luster as well. Now, also another thing I want to draw your attention. If you are a die cutter, you know that 250 to 60 is the ball game that you want to be, GSM, where you want to be to die cut intricate dies. So think about all your beautiful cards, dies that you have got at home. This is a card that is going to die cut beautifully. This is a card that is going to give you that luxury element into it. Think about it for Christmas, but think about all year round. I personally think this is a perfect for the spring. I think in the new year, you want to have a fresh pack of paper and card to dip your toes in, and of course follow the instructions to create all those amazing, gorgeous folds as well. Now, that is a one-day special, 009-987. Do check out your baskets. Remember, the one-day special is, one is gone, is gone. The one-day special is, of course, very busy. So please check out your baskets as soon as you make your mind up. Now, not only we have got a one-day special, but we also have got a happy hour, which, by the way, I need to say, I need to go to the gym after 20 years. Now here we are getting 300 GSM, super smooth. You are getting 160 sheets A4, right? Now, Hazel, this is a staple of any crafter's room, isn't it?
It is. It's a game changer for me. The super smooth is, like you say, it's a staple. You can do so much with it. Whether you're stamping, you can chuck water, you can use your brushos on it, you can die cut it. There's so much to do with it.
And I'm absolutely with you. I'm very lucky that I have got a stack. Well, I got the stack like this, and now it's not as tall. In fact, it's kind of diminishing it, because once that you're getting it, then like you, Hazel, you are saying, it's like all those techniques, blank cards, you know, making memory albums. I have done them as well. You know, tracing as well, different colors.
It doesn't matter what you're making. That's what you go for.
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
mean, I use my alcohol markers. That's my go-to for alcohol markers.
Perfect for that.
My go-to as well for when I went to smooth surface of water pens as well, I would go to that one. When I went to texture, I go for the watercolor one. Yeah. So then, hence, you have got. It's like you say, it's one of those ones. Stock up now. You have got an £8 saving. £13.98 is what you are paying. Now, of course, 617168 is your item number. Now, there is a lot more on the website, so jump ahead if you want to. But we want to get ahead to Hazel to see the one-day special in action. So take it away, Hazel.
Okay. Right. First of all, I just wanted to take you through, while the camera was kind of overhead, that you can see everything that you're getting and the instructions, because I think it's really important that you know exactly what you're getting. So the first one up is 15 by 42. You're going to get 25 sheets of that, okay? And then you're going to get your 15 by 30. You're going to get 50 of those. You can add it up as we go along.
Oh,
could you do that? That's
yeah, okay.
75 so far.
75.
Yes. Then you're going to get your 12 by 12. You're going to get 10 of those.
85.
Good. And the instruction sheet for the 12 by 12 is this cute little, I'm just going to reach over, this cute little bag with handles.
Okay.
So all the instructions for that on there. Pop that one back. And then you've got your A3. Now this is important. You're going to have, oh crikey, there's quite a lot on here. There's a notelet bag, which looks like this one, if I bring it in there. So you can pop lots of little notelet cards in there, and your envelopes A6 fit in perfectly. That's one sheet, okay?
Yeah.
And then you can do the big bags that we've got up there. There's a bottle bag, there's a landscape bag, and there's a portrait bag. You're getting all of the instructions for those as well. And then last but not least is your, can't find it, here we go, your 180 GSM paper. So that is going to be brilliant for all your flowers, your die cutting and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to just show you a few quick folds with the 15 by 30. So you'll need a scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can use a ruler and one of these tools. But I'll just do a few quick folds. So if we was to score at 15, that would just give you your half fold.
Okay, yes.
Very simple. And from there, if we was to go, so each measurement is just divisible by the 30. So the half would be the 15. You've got 7.5 and then 22.5. If you're like me and you're rubbish at kind of doing that, just turn it round and do 7.5 from that end, because it's less numbers to remember.
Absolutely.
So then that one there, this is for the pop-out card.
Right.
And that would quite easily slip inside. Now that is just the bones, okay?
Yes.
That looks beautiful like that, but you can start chopping into and having little bits come in out the side.
I think there is one sample somewhere there, but it has kind of die cut a circle in the center. Well, like that one.
This one here, so
that's the same structure, but it's without the circle.
That's on your 15 by 42, yeah. But like you can go in with your die cuts, you can cut your little apertures, but you can also cut in, I've done them before, I did them on the last show, and I will find a sample.
With edges?
Yes, you can put your edges down, there's just so much you can do with it. I don't know where I got that one from now. So that's 2 for 1, kind of. And then if we just go along and do 7.5 from each end, but I'm not doing anything difficult, and I'm getting beautiful results. I'm not even using a score fold. I could.
If somebody didn't have a scoreboard, could they use a trimmer, not a guillotine, but a trimmer that has got a scoring board or a
just use one of these tools down the little channel, or some of the trimmers that you get will have a little tool that you can do that. So yes, but again, look, a perfect gatefold card there with no effort at all. Let's do another one. So a nice one is a 7.5 and a 15. So this one will be a Z fold, but again, from here, this can turn into so much more. So if I was to put a little mat and layer over the front, it would be different. But then if I attached it kind of this way, I could make it into a little easel card. So it's just the basics we're giving you, but it's going to take you on to another level to give you more confidence to build and create your designs. So let's see which one I haven't done. Well, there's quite a lot on here. Let's go for the try. So it's 30, so it's just 10 and 20. This could be one of those ones that you die cut a little aperture in.
Yes.
You know, like if you do cross stitch and things like that and you need an aperture card, this is the perfect one for that.
I see.
So that would build that one nicely. So that's a few on the 15 by 30.
I mean, already how many you have?
I know,
like
they're
4
just
or
going
5?
to build. They're just going to build up. There's just so many. One of my favourite ones on here is the inverted stepper. So I might just pop. I'll do one of those, and what I'll do is I'll do the 15 by 42s when you come back to
By
me.
the way, well, you get that. Well, I need to tell everybody that 10% of the one-day special has already gone. Remember, once it's gone. So please do check out your baskets. Right, well, with you, Hazel.
Okay, so I find doing the inverted steppers with a trimmer the easiest, and I'm just going to put my left edge on 2 centimetres, and I'm going to set that at 2, and I'm going to go 2 past the halfway, which we know is 15, so I'm going to go to 17. And I'll do the same on the other side. this time I'll start it at 17 and go up to 2.
Okay. And of course, all those instructions are on the one day special. When you receive the one day special, you will have them printed there. So that, I think that makes a lot of...
It does, and do you know what? I make so many of these, but sometimes my mind goes blank and I just need to reassure myself. So having your instructions, just laminate them, and then you've got them, and they're not going to get ink all over, because if you're anything like me, my desk is covered. So 2, 4 and 17. And then our halfway point, we're just going to go to that line and up. Then you've got a mountain, a valley, the outside one's a mountain, and then just put your hand through, pull that down, and that gives you your inverted stepper, which you can put a little matten layer in there to make it taller if you wanted. It's your choice, but that's a quick look at the 15 by 30s.
That is phenomenal. I love that, because, and of course, this card, the one in the Wonder Special, has got that pearlized, beautiful finish, and of course the ivory color. I would define it more like a, you know, it's a cool ivory. It's one of those ones that you can put white with it and it will look good. You can put a cream on it and it will look good. You can put purples, you can put cool colors, you know, you can put warm colors. It will look amazing. You can stamp on it, but the most important thing, the one day special comes in with 36 different projects instructions. 36. It's almost like a magazine in terms of knowledge that you are getting in the one day special, and you are being with that. You are also getting, of course, all the cards and paper that you need to achieve those amazing 36 projects, and then some, and then you're going to have some leftovers. Imagine that. Imagine going through the different shadow boxes, making the boxes, the bags, the different folds. You are getting A3, A4 card. You are getting the 15 by 30, the 15 by 42. You are getting the 12 by 12, A3, A4 papered, so you can do beautiful flowers. Remember, you can ink, you can stamp, you can emboss, you can die cut. But that knowledge of the 36 projects, that is what I think it's invaluable from this one day special. £24.99 with a saving of £15. Grab yours. Remember that once that is gone, it's gone. 009987 is your item number. More to show you. Oyster pearlized cards. Now this one is this one is 15 by 42, again double-sided, and I'm going to put it right beside it, the one day special, so you can see it a little bit. Can you see there that the oyster is much warmer in tone than the one day special, just so you can see, otherwise it's a bit difficult. Now 15 by 42, again 50 sheets you are getting, 300 GSM, perfect to create memory albums, memory books as well. Look at that. Look, you can create mechanisms like the waterfall as well. Now this is incredibly sturdy. You can make all this with one kit.
Absolutely. So we're going to give you the memory book instructions with that one. We've put it together because it's that heavier weight. It is perfect for memory books.
Absolutely. And then you have got, of course, you can still stamp. You can, oh, it's upside down. Those puppies. And you can see, of course, you can stamp on it, you can stencil, and so much more. $9.99 is the price for 50 sheets of that size. 299,000 is your item number. £6 saving in that one. This is a brand new size, I believe. It's 18 by 36, I believe.
Absolutely. It's, yeah, I love this size. It's just the right size to post without it costing more, you know.
Is it a bit more about like a 7 inches, 7.5 inches?
Yeah, 7 inches. In fact, I think it's just under 7 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of have it, so you can see it here. So if you want like that sort of size, this is perfect. Super smooth. So you know, again, stamping.
Absolutely everything.
Absolutely.
You know the drill.
Absolutely. I adore Super Smooth. It's one of my go-tos. Like literally, I have got a drawer is like Super Smooth, and when it gets down, I'm like, ugh. And then I have got all the sizes. Why? Again, like you have shown, you can stamp, you can score it, different sizes. Does it come with different sizes?
You've got your full instruction sheet to make 10 different card folds. You have got a little concept suite there, which I notice you're going to hold up. But also with this one, which makes it slightly different, is you are actually getting the envelopes as well. So you're getting a beautiful pearlised envelope.
Yeah, indeed you do. So you are getting you're getting 50 envelopes as well.
Yes. So you cards, have 50 envelopes.
Perfect. And the project folding cards.
And the project sheet.
Perfect.
Yes.
So all of it, you are gonna get it for just $11.99. If you know anything about Pink Frog Crafts, you know that the quality of their cards, and you also know that the card sizes that they do, being on a score, it gives you the freedom to create different folds. Personally, I think is that investment into cards that I know then I can score it as I wish. It's just invaluable.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that is a staple. It's something that you want to have in your stash. I love as well that you can do gatefold as well. Right, 108866 is your item number. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Then we have got mirror cards. Now this is a phenomenal value. Now I need to mention that it looks like an A4, but it's a little bit narrower than an A4. It is the length of an A4, but it is 20 centimeters. It's just about 1 centimeter that is missing.
Absolutely, yeah, 1 centimeter difference.
It is. So it's not much, but however, you are going to get here an amazing saving. Look at that £22 saving. You're just paying $9.99. So it's basically over 60% off. Right, mirror card. What do you use it for, Hazel?
Okay, great for matting and layering. Also, you can emboss it, which I know you've got a sample in your hand there. But if you like alcohol inks, which I know that they're kind of a bit on trend at the moment,
they are.
Alcohol inks on mirror board are gorgeous.
They are gorgeous. Yeah.
And you can heat emboss on them as well. But how effective is that? That bag's got like black stays on top, just to really highlight out.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's it, yeah.
Absolutely. I love that.
That's just 2 sheets, and then obviously you can see it die cuts beautifully. We've got the 2.5-inch flower die there.
Absolutely beautiful. Now 680237 is your item number. $9.99, as I mentioned. You are getting over you're paying less than a third of the price, because you're having a £22 saving there. It's in fact, it's 69% saving. Wow. That's, that over 60 is just like a really generous, over 60. Anyway, moving on to another one of course, Pink Frog Crafts favorites, which is the red velvet. You know what? I know I shouldn't have favorites, but when it comes to mirror cards, I think I would choose the red velvet above anything else. I don't know if it's the matte, or it almost looks like it's quite tactile, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's a smooth, it's a satin mirror card. So it has got that kind of glorious, beautiful reflection. It's a deep red. It's that sort of passion red. Yeah. It's the chocolate boxed red.
Chocolate, and that would look gorgeous.
I mean, chocolate looks good in anything, but...
Chocolate has given me my tummy.
No, that's the only... my tummy better.
Yeah, okay.
In everybody's tummies, anyway. But look at that. Well, anyway, £17.49 is the price. You're getting 10 sheets, and of course it comes with instructions. 871787 is your item number. Now, we have got a phenomenal non-shed glitter. Again, chocolate boxes, but this is different as well.
I can't believe the price of this kit. To get what you're getting for the price is absolutely amazing. So what you're getting there, each kit will be slightly different. It's like the startup tonnage. It goes through, when you do the non-shed glitter card, it goes through a 4-print process to get the desired colour. Yeah. So all of these different shades are what come off before you get the right colour.
Ah, I see.
Which you have to pay for, so that's where we can do this nice.
Well, nice. Well, that is 75% of the price. Yeah. Right. I mean, you're saving £30. $9.99 is the price. You are getting 50 sheets. Do you get 10 sheets of each colour? Oh, no, there is 6 colors, so I cannot count, so that's handsworth. So then you probably are getting...
Just kind of roughly, it'll be like evenly split between the colours that we have, but each shade might be slightly different. So I couldn't guarantee you that you're going to get 10 sheets of exactly the same shade because it's an impossibility.
Right, because
Okay.
of course that is the product and if $9.99, I mean for 50 sheets of A4 glitter card, 285 GSM, makes sense to go for it. 7900937 is your item number. But we also have, of course, the happy hour that we mentioned, that super smooth A4. Do remember that you are getting 160 sheets in total, £13.98 is the price. You are saving £8. 6171868 is your item number. We also have got the masket sheets. you know, have you seen the blooper? With the well, anyway, moving on. Now I'll show it. Leon is here in the building, as you know. And it was about talking about this anyway. Masket. This is brand new from Pink Frog Crafts, suitable for stamping. You can cut it and die cut it. $9.99 is your price. 976569 is your item number. So basically, are these tacky?
Yeah, it's got. They're not really super tacky because, to me, the super tacky ones are really hard because when you pull it off, it curls.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is perfect, and for me, a game changer because it's going to work in with the mylar, it's going to work in with your stamping and get you to create layered projects, well, that look layered when you're on a flat surface, which is brilliant.
Absolutely. It's so one of those things then if you don't have a masking, you know, fluid or something like that, but not even sheets, do please invest in one. Try. $9.99 is the price. 976569 is your item number. Let's head to Hazel to see another demo.
Okay, so I'm still trying to show you everything. I want to show you our mylar. This is how it will come to you. And if I'm just going to grab, sorry for bending down there, a guillotine, because what I like to do is cut it down to 6 by 6. That's going to give me 4 stencils. Do you have that board? The stencil board?
The stencil
it doesn't matter
board.
if you haven't, because I've got some here.
No. Okay, just gonna grab it.
Okay, so when you've cut them down to 6 by 6, you can go through your die stash, and let's just say I'm going to choose a square. It can be anything. It could be a circle, a star. I have done. That's the board I wanted. Yes,
I found it.
I'll let you show. Do you want to show that now?
So we have got the boards here in my hand. So if we can show it there.
That just simply shows you how easy it is to cut, and so you've got the negative and the positive, which are both very, very useful.
Perfect.
Okay. So you just take your die and you place it down. I mean, you've got the option, you can put it wherever you want. I'm going to centralise it, and I'm going to use my, I knew I'd lose something. No, it's in the top. My Scotch tape, because again,
which
it's
we
one
have
of them,
got in the show as well. If you haven't tried Scotch tape, removable tape to secure your dies into your mylar, into anything, this is the one I use. I have been using for about, I don't know, 18 years.
As long as you can remember.
Yeah, I mean, I remember at the shop I used to work at the time, they recommended it, and this is my go-to, and it's fabulous. And you can reuse it time and time again.
Absolutely, and I've got a big pile on here, but I'll tell you why it looks like that, because in my little packet here, I've got loads of different stencils that I've made here. So we've got, these circles are from our cut-out dies. So I just popped 4 on there. I've got the circle there, I've done some hearts, some hexagons, some moons.
Will basically any die that is open shape, like you can see this one.
Simple shapes, because it's 350 micron, so it's a really sturdy stencil. It's not going to like rip and crease and tear. Love the stars. Now, one thing I did do, I know that it was a favourite of everybody's. This was our skyline die.
Yeah.
And I've managed to do that. So I've got the negative and the positive.
Oh, I
and
see.
again,
yeah.
In fact, I'll just bring this into shot. Whoopsie, I'll turn it round. So that just shows you
how amazing that looks.
And
yeah.
we've got that wedding ivory in the background with those beautiful inking techniques.
Absolutely.
But look at the shine through there.
So can I ask you the question? I mean, two questions.
Yeah.
If I had a Cricut or a Silhouette, you know, these electronic cutting machines,
Yeah.
could I cut it with it?
Right, I don't own one of those, so
Okay.
I couldn't say, but I would think it's a bit too thick.
Okay.
People that's got them, they know their capabilities, and if you think that it can do 350
no, it's-
micron, then
Okay,
try.
Because I think I remember my friend Marion from Woven Was in Powders. She has got a Silhouette and she
Yes.
cuts Mylar. I'm not sure if this. I suppose that the thickness is the big thing. But also the other question I'm thinking about it. What would be the difference between the musket? Why do you use it, the musket and the Mylar? Kind of is the differences.
Okay, so the musket is the mylar is going to just last for ages and ages. And when I bring for instance, then. Am I going to be able to find it? So you've got me on the hop, but I will find it and do
sorry.
it. No, it's fine. Let's get a sheet. Oh, come on. So this is a sheet of the musket.
Oh, I see. Yes.
So if I got the same die,
Yes.
and let's just cut a square, and then I won't be wasting it. And I cut that square in the
Yes.
middle. What it's going to allow me to do is, say I use my mylar and I ink through.
Yes.
I'm just going to have to do it. I'm going to do it and show you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do it. Right, so I lay my mylar down on top of my wedding ivory, and I'm going to blend down some colours. So I'll just hold that in place. You could use your Scotch tape,
Okay.
but the ink glides so easily.
Yeah.
And if you're new to inking, I would highly recommend inking onto a pearlescent cardstock first, because it's so much more forgiving. If I go in with my sponge,
Yeah.
I can then blend that out.
And that's, of course, the one-day special
Yes.
card that you are using. Remember that the one-day special, once it's gone, and it has got that pearlescent, beautiful finish, perfectly for blending those inks.
So if we take that out of the way
Yeah.
now, whoa, and I want to maybe, I want to use this one because it'll be a bit more spitty. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Okay.
With a tissue.
Yeah.
So we take that off. So these are the sorts of techniques that you would normally do on your super smooth or your watercolour. But look how effective.
So you can still do that for bleaching
Absolutely.
technique. So
Yeah.
you can see the pearlescent nature still even through the colours as well as those for bleaching. Look at that.
So if I then cut this square from our musket,
Yeah.
because of the depth of the mylar, if I
Yes.
wanted to stamp an image,
Okay.
I'm not going to get a stamp right up to the edge, and that's why you need both products. Okay.
And then we will have, of course, much thinner with the musket.
I was just looking for the thing. Look, it's here.
Yeah.
So this is a lot thinner, but look, when you pull it off,
Yeah.
it's not all curled up. It's perfect,
Yeah.
so that you can then lay that down.
And then you can put.
She says, look, get it in the right place, Hazel. So just line that up. Just let it fall.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a
Yes.
little bit off that side, but please,
That's
I'm
it.
sure you'll forgive me. Don't lose that bit, because you'll use that again. And then if you was to pick up a stamp, so we'll go for our ever popular poppy stamp set.
Oh, the poppy stamp
Maybe
set,
we'll
yeah.
have some of our script in the background. And it's just about, if you think you're going to go over this,
Yeah.
then use some more tape around the outside,
Absolutely.
which me being as clumsy as I am probably should.
And of course, having the musket means that you can go clean edges.
Exactly.
Not kind of those edges that you would get with the mylar, which would be perfect for stenciling, but not for stamping through.
So if I'm just going to use a bit of Versaclair and just come off that edge onto the musket, but I've got right up close to that edge, so I'm not losing any of my image. And that's where, you see here,
Yeah.
where's that other bit? If I just lay that there, because I know I'm going to come over, I just want a little bit there, look.
And could you stamp over it and then with a StazOn or something permanent and then use it as a masking for the stamps then?
Absolutely,
Yes,
yes. That
okay.
was the next thing I was going to say. If we stamp onto there and cut it out, then we can do that too. So if I just quickly take that away for you, that's just going to show you. The only thing that you need to be careful of, I'm just going to stick that on my machine for now. When you're stamping onto the pearlescent card, it's not going to dry instantly, okay? So that is wet. What I would recommend is heat setting it or chucking on some clear embossing powder. I can't put that on there now because I didn't dry my background first. So if I put that on, it would catch all over, which would make a nice background.
Yeah.
But if you just use copier paper would probably be perfect for this. Just take off that excess there and give it a blast. That's going to give you...
It will dry perfectly there. And of course it wouldn't damage the heat, the pearlescentness. You can see it shining it perfectly there.
So that's a really good way of using your masket. Obviously we can stamp on it, cut it out and use it for your stamping side of things. But on the wedding ivory as well, so we've blended onto it and we know that works. If you like using your blending brushes, then that works too. And this gives you a real soft blend, which it looks like you haven't got any on, but when you put it against, you can see you've got a really soft blend there. So again, you could spritz on there, but if we just pop some ink directly down.
Right. We have had a question from Janie asking about if you're getting the instructions for the frames in the one-day special.
Absolutely, yes, and I didn't mention that, so thank you for calling in. My bad.
So you are getting, of course, everything, all the samples that you have got here.
Do you want me just to run through?
Yes, please. Okay. That would be great.
You get your 15 by 42 instructions, your 15 by 30. You get the 12 by 12 inch bag, which was that one that I showed you. You get a bottle bag, a portrait bag, a landscape bag, and a pizza box. You then get the notelet bag, and then you get the frame instructions. Now the frame ones are quite interesting because you've got one on there, which is 30 by 30. You've got a 15 by 15 frame card. Then you've got a 15 by 30 frame, which is like a portrait one. And then on top of that, I've given you 2 more sizes on your 7.5 inch width. 7.5 inch? I don't mean that. 7.5 centimetres. 2 more sizes on your 15 centimetres, and then I've given you 3 sizes for your 10 centimetre width. And what I mean by that is, if I show you these boards.
Yes.
So this is the width of the card, 10 centimetres, and they're the 3 sizes you can create. And then on this one, that's your 7.5 card, and they're the 3 sizes. And then if you have the larger card, the 15, so your 15 by 30 or your 15 by 42, there's your 3 sizes there.
Okay.
So for instance, this one, that's been made from the bottom one. That's the same size.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. So,
right. So that was that. Now, about 5 minutes ago, I did spritz. Now it's not dried on there, which is good because I just want to spritz my water at it.
Okay, yeah.
And get, if I can
drip
you do that? Shall I turn it round so that you can see it dribble? So this is a sort of technique that you can do on your super smooth, and you can do it on your watercolour, but you can also do it on to your wedding ivory. And I'm going to set that aside because I want to show you one more technique on it, which I absolutely love doing. And
yeah, of course, sure.
I want you to have a go at it at home because it's really good fun.
Okay.
So I'm going to just quickly take that.
Well, you clean your mat.
Thank you. That'd be
we
good.
can talk about. I have got the happy hour here beside me because the happy hour is an incredibly value for money. What it is, it's also very heavy, and my muscles are getting, more action than they have gotten in the last 20 years. Anyway, it's just like weights. Anyway, you have got here the super smooth card collection. You are getting 300 GSM cardstock that's super smooth, and you're getting 160 sheets in total. Of course, it is amazing cardstock. It's perfect for your stamping, for your mixed media, for your die cutting, for your base cards. You know, it is one of those ones that I have got the stash at home. Is the one that I kind of go almost for most of my creations. But why? Because it will take alcohol markers, water markers. It will take a stamping, embossing. It will take, of course, blending up with the oxides. It will create faux bleaching. Of course, you have got an amazing saving of £8. You are just paying £13.98 only for this hour. This is a happy hour deal, which of course it means that the price will go up at the end of the hour. So basically, you have got 22 minutes to check out those baskets and get that bargain. 617168 is your item number. Back to Hazel.
Okay, so it's good if you've got the circular blending tools for this, but all I'm going to do is just go on to the cardstock and create little circles, and you're just going to go over and cover the whole space with your 3 colours. So because it's pearlescent, it's giving you more time to play before it dries off, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
I mean, it looks really quite nice like this, actually.
And
it would make a lovely background like that.
Yes,
but
it's like the bouquet of photography.
We don't want to do that. So then you spritz your water down, and then I'm going to stand this up. I'll do it that way, and I want it to be like that, because what's going to happen is it's going to start and
but
curl.
We cannot see it.
Oh, you can't see it?
Yeah,
of course
we can see.
There we go.
Yeah.
So now this isn't going to reach.
I see.
I'm going to have to move it back a bit.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
So if you just watch that, I'm going to try and get some kitchen towel at the same time.
I mean, you could have a certain super smooth at the bottom, like our Leone has told us to do, and we would have a nice kind of colour from the bottom drippage, that out.
So now I've got a really good dribble there. I'm just going to pop that down, and then that's going to...
Love that.
But I really, really love the background. And you start putting your script stamp on there, or even just using your milers. We could do that. We'll put a bit on top. Whenever you're drying, make sure you dry from the front and the back. But look, can you see that sheen?
Absolutely gorgeous.
It just hasn't lost it, has it?
No.
Beautiful.
Janie's had another question.
Yeah.
Is it a pure white pearlized card?
Is this
do you have a Pink for Crafts pure white pearlized card?
Ice white.
Ice white.
Pure white, yes. Yeah.
But this is quite close, isn't it, too?
I think it's very close. I'm just looking to see if I've got anything white. Let's
super smooth, even.
Yeah, shall we put some super smooth near it? Well, this frame is made out of super smooth. So if I put that close...
Yeah.
Can you see? Is it better to go? There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty much. It's not far off at all, but it has got the ivory.
The sheen that makes it more ivory than
I mean,
white.
also from where depends where you're standing. Like when I see here the bags, I see white. I see from a distance.
Because it's not next to anything. I think that's the key, because it's not next to.
Absolutely.
So I've got that beautiful background. I could use that like it is. I could put some script on it. I could, let's just ink through. If you don't feel comfortable with those, your brushes do work really, really well. And it just gives, it's going to work so well. Whether you want it subtle in the background, then you can do darker ones, you can do bigger ones, smaller ones. I think there's no limit to what you can create with the right tools around you.
Absolutely. And the thing is that I think investing in cards is the best thing you can do. If you're a paper crafter or to start in your journey, you need good quality, affordable
Absolutely,
card.
yeah.
You know, I have many times. I mean, I like we have had similar, long time in the industry.
Yeah.
So we have got craft rooms full of crafts. The one thing that I never give away is card.
Absolutely, because you need card to be able to construct.
Because that's the one thing that you can keep. You always will need it, no matter what, however old it was. I always, that I'm like, whatever shade of red or whatever shade, I know that I'll need it. Pearlescent card and ivory, in that beautiful ivory, that means that I can use it for any time of circumstances.
Absolutely, and in my craft room, more often than not, whenever I make a project, I start off with a blank sheet of card and I'll ink it myself and I'll stamp it or I'll paint it. I like to create the backgrounds, and that's what we've got here, the building on top of that beautiful pearlescent.
Okay. That's gorgeous. I love that. Right, if you want to have a card that comes in with instructions on how to do 36 different projects, and the knowledge is educational, that knowledge you will be able to replicate time and time again. Why? Well, first of all, because it is based on the card sizes that, of course, Pink Frog Crafts brings to you. The A3, the A4, the 12 by 12, the 15 by 30, the 15 by 42 centimeters. So then you can replicate it in your super smooth on those sizes. Now, of course, we have had a question from Yvonne asking about the surface. Is it smooth, the cards?
Absolutely, yeah. Really, it's silky smooth. It's like it's a pearlescent card.
It does, if you feel, I'm kind of feeling, it does feel almost as smooth as super smooth.
Almost.
Almost.
It's different.
It's almost.
Yeah, but it's just... Yeah, there's no grit or grain on it. It's a smooth surface, and it's just beautiful.
Would you be able to print on it?
Yes,
with a printer.
Absolutely, your inkjet.
Inkjet printed, no laser. Yeah. Oh, that's even better, because think about it. Maybe you want to print some pictures with a pearlescent look. Wouldn't that look amazing? Especially if they are wedding pictures or something like, or maybe baby pictures as well. Right, also, maybe you want to add it into your basket, not the one day special, because you have got a £15 saving. Check out your baskets, because that's the way that you are gonna get it. But maybe you want to also add to your baskets some extra shine, extra glitter, and we have got it here. Now, these ones, of course, remember that you are gonna get a beautiful A4 non-shed glitter. Now, because of the process, how it's made and what it means is that the colors may vary slightly when you get them, because that's the whole nature of the process of the making. It's absolutely non-shed. I have been rubbing my hand all over this card and absolutely not one speck of glitter, but it still has got that beautiful matte, not matte, kind of not texture as well.
Yeah, it's still a smooth finish, isn't it? It's it's all encapsulated.
But not glossy.
Not glossy, no.
So therefore, you can stamp on it. You could in the white as well. I think you could also stamp and color.
These will take your alcohol markers as well. Ooh. Alcohol markers on that silver would look beautiful.
I have to say, I adore especially the black, because it gives you that superbly sophisticated black shine. It's like a black diamond sort of thing.
Can I say, with the black, if you at home have got embossing folders and you like gilding wax, emboss some of that black glitter.
That is gorgeous.
It looks stunning, yeah.
Right, if you want to go for this bundle, you are getting 50 sheets of beautiful colors, 285 GSM, 20% of the stock has gone. So grab yours. You have got a massive saving of £30, which means a 75% off. 790937 is your item number. Now, Hazel, well, we have got about 6 minutes to the end of the show. Can you show us the bottles?
Can I show you the glue bottles?
Yes, of course.
What I've got, I started off and I got one set, okay, and I've got my PVA and my EVA in here. Now, why the two sizes? The yellow one, this is your 0.8mm, okay, and that gives you a real nice fine applicator there. You're probably right. I'm going to put it down against this black card. Now, the lid has got the needle attached in, so you're not going to lose that. And when that goes in, that makes that an anti-clog nozzle, okay? So when you gently squeeze, you're going to get that beautiful
I
fine
see,
line.
yeah.
That's your 0.8 mil. When you finish, just take off the glue, rest the needle on your finger, and that guides it back in, and screw that up. It's a nice, soft, durable bottle. This one is more like a pen, and this one is screwed up tight.
Yeah.
Right, so this one is your 0.3 mil.
Oh, it's even finer.
I love that sound.
Yeah, it's right.
Okay, so this is all of your die cuts, you know, those really intricate little bits. And again, put your finger down, glide the needle through. Now, I was talking to a very good friend of mine, and she bought a set of the glue bottles, and she put some glossy accents in this one. Now, I know Claire mentioned it last time that she was here. Can I say this is a game changer? To have glossy accents in this bottle is amazing. It doesn't clog.
I mean,
so,
it was so funny because Leonie the other day, she came home to do some crafting, and you know, we are in a bubble together, and of course
every time you get your glossy accents
she was
bottle,
like, I had like 5 bottles of glossy accents, all of them were blocked.
So this is in the 0.3. Obviously, you can get that really beautiful fine line. If you imagine you're stamping, say, I'm going to bring this in, our sentiments on there, and it could be finer than this, and you wanted to glossy accents there, you still can use the nozzle to move it around, but how much easier is it to get around and do all of that fine detail?
Yeah.
You've got full control because it's coming out of that 0.3 mil, 0.5 mil. In fact, I'm going to have to apologise because I think I've said 0.3 mil.
Oh,
before.
I don't know.
Then this is 0.5, the other one's 0.8. I don't know why I get confused, but it does happen quite a lot.
Well, I get confused with everything.
So that just shows you can.
Yeah.
It's just a game changer. Love it. So that was in the small one.
Yeah.
And then this one has got our red collal in.
So you can put collal in there as well?
Absolutely. So this collal.
Oh, you could go for the 1 litre bottle.
Yeah, I still haven't worked out how many fills it would be.
Oh,
how many of them bottles could you get out of? That's our homework.
Yeah.
Right, on the same way, let's bring my black card.
So how many mil are in this bottle? 37.5, and there is, so 37 in that one would be 2.5, probably, 2 over, yeah.
So all of a sudden, you are going to be saving glue because you're just dispensing the exact amount that you need to do your matting and layering.
Wow.
You're going to save loads, and that goes for all of the glue bottles really. Importantly, just rub that glue off, and again, just replace that. So if you've already invested in a set of our glue bottles and you've filled them up, I'd highly recommend that second set for your glossy accents and your collal, because it's invaluable, I think.
Yeah. Well, please check out your baskets. I'm a big fan of the fine tip non-clog, bottles. And the thing is, they last a long time. 603282 is your item number. Nearly 20% of the stock has gone. I would be like a Hazel, and I would put 2 in my basket, and that way I would have for 4 different types of glue. Right, check out your baskets for the bottle of glues. You have got only a couple of minutes as well for the happy hour. And I want to remind you, this happy hour will end at the end of the hour, so the price will go back up by £8. And if you want to grab a bargain that you are going to use it, I mean, super smooth. No matter what type of paper crafting you do, it's an essential. I mean, at least I feel it. It's that super smooth surface means that it's perfect for stamping. It's perfect for your alcohol markers, for your watercolor markers, if you're stenciling, for your blending techniques with your oxides, your distress, and of course, it's perfect to make your own blank cards because it's 300 GSM. It means that you can score it and fold it and cut it. And of course, you can use it as well if you have got decorative dies, larger dies as well for them. Now, if you want it, you have got the details on the screen. Remember that you're saving £8, but that saving will disappear in a few minutes. So why not check out your baskets right now? Now, the one-day special. This is an amazing one-day special. We started the hour, and when I asked you, what did make you so excited about it? Can you repeat that? Because I thought it was phenomenal.
It's just the freedom, and because everything is in that kit. I've got the full instructions, and I've got that beautiful pearlescent cardstock to play. It looks excellent on the frames. Can I bring this frame?
Yes, of course you can.
So this one is a frame within a frame, but I can, if you can...
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice and sturdy. You've got those beautiful corners there. It's just a lovely gift, really. But inside, we've used the mylar there. We've blended on it. We've stamped on it. We've heat embossed it. There's nothing that I haven't chucked at it, and it's done it. It's kind of, yeah.
Hazel, can I be very cheeky and ask you if we are going to see this demonstrated over the one-day special?
Absolutely, yes. I'm going to demonstrate everything.
Fabulous. So this is even more reason to stay tuned for the one-day special, the shows. Remember, Hazel and myself, we will be back at 8 p.m. And of course, Hazel will be back at 8 a.m. for 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. So it makes sense to tune in to make sure, of course, the beautiful demonstrations by Hazel. Please check out your baskets. Remember, the happy hour is gonna disappear in a few seconds, so please do check out your baskets. Thank you so much, and stay tuned because we have got, of course, Leone and Haley after the break with Craftscope.